All right, we are back now here at the KFYR Plus News Desk, and this Saturday it is the 125th meeting of Army versus Navy in Landover, Maryland. Joining us to preview the game is Rich DeMarco, Joe Miller, play-by-play announcers. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you for taking some time today.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
You got it. Well, what are your thoughts on the game, and how does this rivalry, Rich, compare to others in college football?
Nothing like it, right? There's no other game with the passion and the generational following and love for the game than Army and Navy. These are two teams where you can pick any person you know, they're going to have a feeling toward Army or Navy, whether they served a family member, someone they grew up with or went to school with, ended up serving in one of those two branches of the armed forces. And from the pageantry before the game, the battle during the game, the alma maters after the game, there is nothing like it.
Yeah. Joe, as play-by-play announcers, how do you prepare for a game like this?
It's a special game. There's no doubt. There's a lot more involved in this game. So you kind of have to worry a little bit more about everything else that goes into this game. But at its core, it's a football game. So obviously you're worrying about the starting lineups and who's injured, who's not available, and you get ready for this game. We have special uniforms, so you do a little research on that. Make sure you're up on your military history on those sorts of things. But I think it's you prepare for it just like any other football game. To be quite honest with you.
Rich, Joe, Army 6.5 point favorite. How do you see the game unfolding come Saturday kickoff time, 3:00?
Always scares me when Army's a favorite. I want Army to be the underdog every single game. Look, it's going to be a tight game. I think everyone knows that. I don't think anyone thinks this game's going to be a blowout one way or the other. It'll come down to the fourth quarter. Usually it comes down to someone whose name, if you gave me 5 people to pick, wouldn't be a name, I would say, making a big play. And I think Army will take it by a field goal.
Okay. Joe, any matchups we need to keep an eye on this weekend in the game?
Oh, definitely. I think you look at Navy's defense. They've been playing really well the last couple weeks. Colin Ramos, Rayon Lane, 2 all-conference, first-team all-conference players. And obviously for Navy, Blake Horvath, their quarterback, he missed their last game. He's healthy and ready to go. And this is a Navy team that likes to throw it a little bit more than they've done it in years past. So they've been more willing to get the ball in the air and air some things out and get some bigger plays. So I think those are some of the names that you watch out for this Navy team.
This is pretty unique this weekend, as this is the only second time it's in the nation's capital.
Yeah, just outside of Washington, D.C., Landover, Maryland, inside the Beltway. It was here in 2011. That was a great game, won by Navy. It was actually the Army-Navy game from which the acclaimed documentary, A Game of Honor, filmed a lot of footage from. So it had a lot of special meaning for the Army-Navy game being here inside the Beltway in 2011 for the first time. So we're back here. Hey, when we're back in this area, it might be a different stadium. So this might be the farewell to Northwest Stadium. You never know, but it should be a lot of fun on Saturday.
What's the outlook beyond this game for both of these teams, Joe?
Well, Navy's got a game upcoming with Oklahoma in the bowl game. They'll be down in Dallas right around the Christmas break, December 27th, their bowl game against Oklahoma. With a win here against Army on Saturday and a win against Oklahoma, they could get to 10 wins. And Army's going to the Independence Bowl to take on Marshall, a couple conference champions going head-to-head in that matchup. So both teams have big bowl games upcoming, but they don't want to talk about that at all. They probably haven't really thought about, outside of maybe some logistics people, of how to figure out the bowl game, but it's all focused on Army and Navy for both ththese programs.
Yeah, I'm sure sitting down with both coaches, as you probably do, to get ready for the game, they're concentrating on Saturday. This is a tradition like no other in college football, right?
No other in college football, and it's just it's so special. It's one of the great days in all of sport, being on a standalone Saturday in December, and really the exposure elevated to this game. Presenting sponsor USAA has done a great job with that, and all the things going on around the game, from the Fan Fest outside the stadium to the block party coming up on Friday night to the EA Sports College Football competition involving the Army and Navy teams inside of the game. just the sweepstakes to go to the Army-Navy game next year in Baltimore, ArmyNavyGame.com, USAA.com/Army-Navy sweeps. So, so much going on around the game to give those who aren't lucky enough to have a ticket here at Northwest Stadium on Saturday a chance to feel closer to it and get a piece of the action.
Yeah, kickoff 125th annual Army-Navy game is this Saturday, 2 o'clock Central, 3 Eastern time. Rich DeMarco, Joe Miller. Guys, good luck on the call, and we will catch you at the game coming up Saturday.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, it is straight down 11:30 here at the news desk. Let's take our bottom of the hour break. We'll be right back on KFYR+.